Hi everyone, welcome to this Meshmoon tutorial. This is the third tutorial. Today we're going to see how we can create and edit some materials inside Meshmoon. So as you can see, I've already put this little object. It's the fire plug we've seen in tutorial 1 and 2, but it has no material on it. So that's what we're going to see today. First, what is exactly material? We could say that material is a little script that helps you to enhance and create more complex materials using shaders and textures. So let's see how it looks inside our storage. To open a material, you need to go in the storage. So click on the little cloud in the right bottom menu. Then go in the folder where you have your material, your mesh, sorry. And I've already have some material, but let's say we're going to create a new one. So I'm going to click new and choose our material. Here, I'm going to call it base 2, for example, or base 3, as I already have a base 2 to create. It have created here in our file the base 3 material. So now let's double click inside it, and we can see that it's empty. Not really empty, but no light map, no texture for the diffuse, no specular, no normal, nothing. So let's start from the beginning. First, we're gonna drag and drop a material on the object so we can see the effects immediately. Actually, if you remember in the second tutorial, I have separated my objects in 5 UVs. So we are going to work on the base texture, the base material, the center of the object. I can already put, the right material on it. Oops, that was the metal material, but I can put the metal material, the right material, the front material, and the left material, like this. So the one missing is the one we're going to work on. It's the base material. So let's change, for example, the ambient color and put it in light red. Then choose diffuse and put a dark red. And gonna leave emissive and specular on black. I won't change anything in blending because it's pointless unless you want to play around with alphas and transparency. So you don't need to change anything around here. Dynamic lighting, depth check, depth right. Unless you want your object to see through, don't touch at those. What's interesting is the shaders and the texture. Here in diffuse you can leave it to texture, and we're gonna see what happens when we create some new shaders. But first we need to put a texture in the diffuse. So let's click in the little cloud that we see here to open the storage speaker, and we're gonna go in our Fireplug 2 folder and choose the base PNG. So double click on it or select it and click on select. Okay, now we have a base. Now we want to put some light map maybe. So let's put the light map texture. Same way, you click on the little cloud here and we go in Fireplug and use Fireplug light maps that I have created in Photoshop or another program. Okay, so we're gonna save this, and immediately you can see that our object have changed, and now center base material is affected on our object. So what we can change also is the specular power, hardness, and also the light map power. So if you go down, it will of course put your texture lower. It's darker now, and if we put it higher, it will be far much lightened. So let's put it at 1 and leave it like this. Here you can see that you can add also specular maps, normal maps, and a second diffuse map if you want. But we don't need them actually today. What could be interesting would be to have some shadows that would be projected on our object. That means that our object will receive shadows. It's not the same as our object will project shadows. So if we click here, now the object will receive shadows, But if I go here on the top, Tools, Scene, open the scene structure, and double click on my objects to open the entity editor, I can also cast shadows. So the shadows are emitted by the object. So let's do this. Okay. Now we have both emitted shadows and shadows on the object. So let's close this. And I think that we've done for today about the material editor. It's not very complicated, as you can see. Best is that you play around with specular map, normal maps, light map, shadows to see what happens on your object. Okay, so thanks for watching and see you soon for the next little tutorial about Meshmoon.